Yeah, what's good, guys? Again, welcome back again to this channel. We are actually going to be, still treating on top-down analysis. As you can see right here, this is XAU I'm trying to analyze this pair right now, and let's get into it. If you're tuning in for the first time, do it to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you'll be notified when we come your way with another new video to help you enter trading experience. All right, so let's get through to this now. As you can see, um we're going to be applying some couple of conference on this particular, you know um pair. As you can see right here, now first off, we're dealing with, this is a new week. As you can see, this is Monday, so this is a new week. The market just had this great pull down to through to this level, as you can see right here, and then we actually went through to the fundamental analysis and saw that there were nothing much really, of a very high impact news happening today. Market is just, trying to um survive and all of that. So pretty much we're just going to be analyzing, doing our technical analysis, of course, through some couple of conferences that we're going to be using here. Okay, so the first thing we have here is our liquidity sweep, real quick. So we're having this right here. So actually going to, my lines are extended, so I'm just going to break it, remove the extensions of the line so that it can give me the exact pool I need. And we're talking about liquidity, or let's just say this is actually sweep, so we'll just say our liquidity sweep at this point. As you can see, let me increase it so it will be much visible to you as you're watching. I will also have a fair value gap here, right, seated in this particular zone, as you can see right here. Although to a greater degree the fair value gap has been mitigated, so of course it has been mitigated. So we're having this right here. As you can see, fair value gap has mitigated, but in most of the cases our fair value gap still becomes, valid. Sorry, our order block still becomes valid, even if it was the fair value gap that was, tampered with. So in this case, we are still taking this analysis valid. Are we together? So we have our FVG here, and then pretty much this is it. Oh, I need to make it a little bit lighter. This is our FVG, and if you keep moving, you see that we had some couple of, these are external liquidity. As you can see right here, these are external liquidity. So um we'll just keep analyzing. We're having our external liquidity here, so pretty much that's that. And what again are we having? We're having a very we're having our breaker structure here. As you can see, we're having breaker structure right here, or you could say the whole of this zone is giving us a breaker structure. So we have our BOS seated right here. So remember, this on a higher time frame. We're actually going to be going on a lower time frame to really spot out the zone that is actually going to be answerable to us. And right now we are expecting, from what we have here, this is forming like a zone right here. Let me make the whole of this place is forming like a zone. The whole of this place is forming like a zone because price tends to get through to this point, hit it, and then pull. But we are actually expecting this support to turn resistance, so it's more like a resistance turn support. We're actually waiting for this zone to be there, uh, to be smashed. We want this zone to be raided, so price tends to come and turn over and come, gets to that zone and continues what it is doing, or break through the zone, and then will be heading downward. And here would be our, all the blocks. So we are taking this very place, as you can see right here, to be all the blocks seated right, within the confines of the within the confines of, this fair value gap in line with the liquidity sweep. So we're just pushing that right there, and then this is not resistance stone support. This is actually all the block. So we have our other block right here. and we're waiting for price to do some couple of things. It could be funny. Let's extend this so that it will be much more clearer and give us a clearer picture. So if this is actually what we're having here, two things we're expecting price to do some couple of things here. Either price, okay, before I explain what price is going to do, from what we are seeing here, we just need to react to what price is giving us. So let's step down into a lower time frame and point out, aspects clearly. All right, beautiful. As you can see that the resistance turn support was is very valid because price gets to this zone and tends to behave in a certain way. You could see this get to this level, and did a retracement down and then continued, and now it is actually heading towards. Now we can trade here. Now, do you know why we can trade here? Because you know, this just formed a wedge. So I can get on this trade now real quickly, and it will actually be of a benefit also. Let me quickly get on this trade. This is XAU USD. Then I'm going to be explaining why I actually got on the trade, so you see it for yourself. So we're actually XAU USD. So we're actually seeing price. We're actually seeing what price is trying to, do right here. So remember this on a 5 minute. You can see what price is doing for us. So from here we already know that definitely price is trying to do something real quick, and what's that it's trying to do since it hasn't traded that axis. So we are on the trade right now, so we are going to be holding this trade while we wait for what it is going to play out to be. Now the reason why I had to get on this trade real quick on my phone is because of this. Now you could see in the course of price still getting through to our zone that we are waiting for, you could see that there was a sharp a sharp wedge formed right here. And I told us when we have something of this nature, we are looking at a wedge. We have something like this, price tends to come this way, go this way, and then pulls down. So that's what it's trying to form here. So if you're sensitive enough, you know that you could cash even if it is a sharp 1:1 trade here or 1:2 trade here whilst we wait. So you're going to see how it's going to beautifully play out right here for us. So breathe, as you can see right here now, we're actually price is actually getting through to that zone for us, and it is giving us that particular win, as you can see right there. So whilst we wait for that, let's continue our analysis. Remember this is on 5, and this tends to be our wedge. So if we're taking uh or let's make it this way for better understanding, let me use this. So we are having this right here, and this becomes wedge. So if we're stepping down to a lower time frame much more, you're going to see that this trade would end up playing well for us. So I'm just going to push this along the side, and then also I'm going to go on a short position right here, and this short position is actually going to be giving us we're going to be keeping our SL somewhere around here whilst we hold this trade for a while. We're going to be keeping our SL right here. So this was where we entered the trade, and we're just expecting price to do this for us, not go beyond this level. At least this level is a beautiful one, and just giving us a sharp 1:2 risk to reward, and we would be fine with this particular trade. We're just going there. So right here I'm trying to catch this trade, as you can see right here, just trying to catch this one real quick, just trying to catch this trade real quick. So let's see what plays out and how it is also going to be playing out for us right here. So whilst we hold on for it, now let's also continue with our analysis what we're doing before now. And then right here you could see what price is doing on um right now we are on profit. We're hitting our profit, as you can see. We're actually from the wedge is actually forming, so we are on profit, but prices are just a little bit tricky trying to be manipulative, but no problem because we're already reacting to what the market is dishing out for us. So be it as it may, we're still on our profits, no doubt. So we just keep holding the trade, holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it. It's trying to be tricky over here, but still hold the trade. It's not a problem. So we can also scale down to, you know, a 1 minute time frame. Let's go over to 1 minute and see what's happening, right? Um, in the 1 minute time frame. So it will also help uh, us inform decisions. You see that now? So you could see what really happened here. So price actually did all of this, as you can see. Let me make it easy for us. So this was what price is trying to do, like this. This is what price did, this is what it is doing, and then it continues down. So on the 1 minute you could see that this is a very pretty and a beautiful analysis from what we've been able to do right here. So um we're expecting a good one from this trend. We're expecting a good one, so at least not going too much, but we're just okay with this level. At this level we are fine, and we're pretty good at that level. So that's a 1 minute. So let's now stay, continue our analysis. And right here, as you can see, price is, there are couples of, opportunities right here on the 1 minute. Remember, we came down from the higher time frame, which is 15 minutes, and you can see there are a couple of opportunities. If you just know how to pay attention to the market and your analysis is right, you end up making tons and tons of funds from here. So we are not ignorant of whatever is the market is trying to play out for us. We are just reacting to it. Okay, so now we are expecting price to do all of this, get to this zone, in most of the case break through the zone, um or at this point. Now if price doesn't break through this zone for us, let me do away with this. If price doesn't break through this zone for us right now, as in getting to this zone and then breaking off the zone, so we are having something of this nature, coming down, maybe go up, come down again, break through the zone, and keep forming all of these things for us, come back to the zone, come down, do a retest, and get to this particular, this is where our pool is now going to be. Now our pool will now be, we should be looking at it to get to this zone. Of course, since it has broke beyond the zone, we should be expecting a reaction down board again. Are we together? So this is pretty much how we react to the market. Then we're expecting a downward this way. Then when price tends to come up again, and then maybe comes to this level of this resistance turn support, and tends to break through this particular, or read this particular eyes, or this particular um buy side liquidity, then we are expecting another pull down. So it comes, it can read it through the zone or a little bit here, and also go back to the zone and keep going downward. Price could behave that way, or in most of the case continue upward. And so pretty much I believe this has been able to help someone here. Remember, we are on this trade life, and then actually catching some couple of profits right here right now on this particular trade. Remember, this is a 1:2 to reward whilst we wait for the big one. But remember, before this big one happens, there are also a couple of opportunities that is going to be coming forth right here, and then we are able to enter our trade maximally, and it will be giving us a good risk to reward right there. And then of course some good number of pips right there. So remember, our liquidity remains, because we have lot of stop orders. So when anywhere you see stop orders, they are bound for, your market is bound to accumulate at that point, and then you wait for the next pull, which is going to bring about you know your distribution phase and all of that. So that's what we're actually doing here, and I believe this has been able to help. All right, guys, so this is pretty much the outcome of this particular trade I took, as you can see right here. Of course, making use of this wedge here, and you saw how it played out. TP fully hit, and this was actually a sharp 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So pretty much this is actually for this short entry I did right here. Now we are actually still being positive whilst we wait for our long entry, and then that we're going to be entering right at our key zone, which in this case becomes our order block, and that will become the massive impulsement that is going to lead us to huge number of people, as you can see right here. So this is actually the result of this particular trade. So this actually was an A plus setup for us, and it actually happened pretty much fast, and it was a total win for us. The whole of this trade, you can see right here, played out beautifully well. So this is pretty much it on this particular one. If you want to get more ideas on these, do where to be part of our Telegram group and channel. Yes, remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever it is will come your way. Don't forget, this particular video that I'm showing now is going to help you. Do well to watch it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.